I'm just curious as to why humans think potentially that they're entitled to more, I guess. It's almost as if one day every mammal on this earth just let them win. And in less than 2,000 years, we've destroyed almost every abundant resource that the other mammals let us have. And I know that sounds weird, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about that.
What do I even say? Nature, man. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna try my hardest. I know I only have 2 hands, so 10 fingers, but I'm gonna work on it. And I'd like you to work on it too. So thank you.
Okay.
When I first found out that I had to do this project, I was kind of a little worried, but then I almost knew exactly what to do the second I left class and walked outside. I saw bits scattered, plastic bits everywhere, and at first I didn't really think anything of it. They almost looked like sprinkles on the ground. And then the more I saw them, the more I realized they were more of a nuisance to pick up than water bottles and put in a recycling bin. I knew where to put the water bottles, but where do I put these tiny little plastic Juul pods everyone's just scattering about? Now, it's really not that big of an issue. Everyone smokes. It's cool. Keene is fun. It's a great place. However, we need to start worrying about cleaning up a little more if we're so interested in having such a great time. I don't necessarily know why it's such a bad thing, there's such a stigma behind it, but we should be working on this a little more. Recent international environmental reports have released data on our documented 0.5 temperature raise so far. Projected impacts of potential warming up to another 1.5 degrees spell bad news for any ability to maintain our current luxuries for no more than another century. To tackle projected scarcities, cutting consumption of plastic goods and reusing as many as possible is suggested. Starting in September, I walked around campus and beyond campus collecting as many little plastic Juul pods as I could. As it started to get colder, I found that it was much easier to have conversations with people. I ended up recruiting a few of my ex-residents from when I was an RA, my roommate, and a few other friends that I met around campus who either use Juul pods or think that they are as detrimental as I do and were willing to help me clean them up. The real problem with plastic is that it doesn't just affect us, and it doesn't go away when we throw it out. Plastic is permanent. Melting down the oils from the inside of the earth into a durable material means that they can never be split apart. Sadly, this also means that in times of hunger and need, many animals accidentally mistake plastic for food. This has caused quite a detriment to our society, being that we too eat the animals that eat the plastic. It's estimated that each American accumulates 4 pounds of trash daily. Now that's just 4 pounds of trash that we physically put into the trash can each day, every single one of us. Imagine the corporate feeling behind that as well if we were to add up every single person's inherent trash from every good that they buy. That would be a lot of trash. And that would be a lot of animals accidentally consuming plastic instead of food. Sadly, that's the reality we currently are facing. Most animals flying over the ocean looking for food will mistake plastic as food and subsequently consume it. That means that every time our plastic ends up in the ocean instead of in a landfill where it belongs, one more animal is consuming toxic waste that we have pumped into the environment. As environmental disasters continually plague our screens, One must wonder where all of this is coming from. Why are all these horrible things happening to us? Using recycled and repurposed objects, I decided to build a physical structure to show everyone the detriment of their plastic trash. It was important to me to use things that didn't make it into the trash can when they should have, so that way I kind of was going full circle. Even the glue sticks were something that I had asked my grandmother if she had any lying around of. My whole goal was to see how much I could reuse without having to generate any more trash.